Virgo. All right, guys, we're going to have some fun with the cards because this week, in terms of the astrology, very light for you. It's generally unimpressive, really. There is some stuff going on, but I don't think it'll be intrusive at all. It's with Mercury. Nothing is going on in Virgo house, the house of Virgo. Nothing. The moon won't even reach it by the end of this week. So let's get into the basic astrology and then into your weekly reading, Virgo. This reading is for Virgo sun, moon, and rising sign. It's an energy reading, so please do take it and apply it to how it applies to your life. And if you want to check out your moon sign and your rising sign, please do so, Virgo, because sometimes they resonate much more than a sun sign video will. I do 12 videos every single week, so be sure, if you love the videos, to subscribe to the channel so you'll know when I upload your favorite content. The schedule for release is down below in the description box, along with a lot of other good information, including, yes, I do personal readings and how to organize and arrange that. It's all through my website, and all the information is down below. There's always an extended reading. I hope you will join me for that, because we just get deep down into the nitty-gritty there, and always good stuff. So the links are down below in the description box. I'll attach it above so you can just press on it and get right to it at the end of the video. I'll also pin it to the top of the comment section. And Virgo, if you love my content, check out my second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation, and that's where I go live Monday through Friday, and you can always talk to me, live chat there, as I do a general tarot card reading and astrology overview for the day. I hope you guys can join me. So I have two cards here. Okay, so in Virgo, the house of Virgo, there's nothing happening. There's really nothing going on. What's happening with Mercury? We have a trine to Uranus and a square to Chiron. The square to Chiron only lasts till Wednesday. The trine to Uranus lasts all week. By the end of the week, on Friday, Mercury will be sextile to Neptune. That's actually beautiful energy. That's very creative and inventive, and actually when you can be able to translate your dreams into something articulate, something logical, and something really well communicative. So translate it into written form, translate it into drawings, translate it into speech, translate it, describe it, articulate it. It's absolutely brilliant energy, a great time for digging down, being creative, writing, even planning out things, because you're sort of reaching broad and you don't have any limitations with the partnership from Neptune coming in. It's just a wonderful aspect, and it will help you out. It will be very favorable. And if you find yourself getting lost in thought or lost in dreams, let yourself, because there is something productive that is going to come out of that. That is general Virgo, just because it's impacting Mercury, which means it'll impact Geminis in a way as well. Right now, in the beginning of the week, the brilliant trine to Uranus means that you can solve any problem, any tech issue. You're really bright, really clever, and really far-reaching. If I was a Virgo, I would love to take a test now when Mercury was trine to Uranus, because I could figure it out. I'd be very ingenuitive. I wouldn't have to prep much. My mind would be very clear. I'd just be very harmonious when it came to, or very lucky or fortunate kind of when it came to tech work or working with stuff, just tech, working out, or yeah. So that's positive and helpful energy. The square to Chiron is very interesting, because Mercury square Chiron is essentially challenge from words that have really hurt you and cut you deep. They've caused a lot of pain, or maybe words that you said and have caused other people pain, or something that you have directions that you couldn't read right and things are being a real pain in the ass. And it doesn't have to be horrible, but it's just a challenge that's coming up when it comes to something that has harmed you or made you suffer, when it involves words or communications, and that could be a lack thereof too. This is a square, so it's created to force you to do something, to act, to make yourself better from this experience. And since there is a trine to Uranus, and by the end of the week there is a sextile to Neptune, I'm going to go ahead and say that that's to get you to change and to inspire something creative to come out of you. So any kind of stirring or rumbling that's happening in you now will really end up coming out and inspiring something that could be quite remarkable. There's a full moon on Saturday. Mercury throughout the week is growing closer and closer to Pluto, but it's not conjunct Pluto yet. It won't conjunct Pluto until the week after, and we'll talk about that then and how that impacts you. But ultimately, for now, it's really not in a tight conjunction, so I don't think that that's going to be particularly interesting to you. Let's get into the cards because we've already started. We have the Seven of Cups. I feel like in all of tarot, this is my least favorite card because it's irritating. It's confusing. That's what it is. It's confusion or distraction, and sometimes it's heavy drinking. Like somebody has seriously just let themselves go and they're not focused or paying attention to anything. Confusion for me is a symptom. It's not an actual experience. It's a symptom of knowing what you want, but for some reason backing down and being afraid to say so. If you're standing there looking at options and you can't make up your mind, it's because none of the options are for you. Because none of the options impress you enough to say, I know that's for me. You don't feel connected. I've said this to you before. You guys are very intuitive creatures. That means when you know you want it, you want it. You know what you want. It's just innate. If something's confusing you, it's because nothing's there that's impressing you. Okay, and then we have bam. This is very much your energy. You've worked really hard and you will be getting benefits or profits, maybe even pay that's coming in for hard work that you've already done. Maybe what you've done is given organization or a rhyme or a reason or figured out this riddle or how to make things make sense. And so if you have an opportunity this week to make things make sense, and something that's confusing everybody else will not confuse you, you will be able, like I said, you have that very favorable aspect, Mercury trine Uranus. You will be able to put things into a practical order. So go ahead, dig in, because what the cards are saying is this could actually be an extremely wonderful and profitable opportunity for you. Also, I will say this, if this is on the romantic side of things, Virgo, you ain't seeing nobody that you even give a shit about. You would rather stay single. And if you are with somebody, you could be thinking at this point, why didn't I stay single? Because really, do I have to deal with all this crap? Yeah, I mean, I think you're just really feeling confident and independent right now, which is never bad. We have more pentacles coming out. There's 78 cards in my hand. Excuse me, 76, because 2 were already on the table. You got money on your mind and mind on your money. Or just value systems in your life, because there's a shit ton of pentacles coming out. Let's go over. We have money here, which is stability in money, or actually being able to tangibly hold money. And that's it. It's money that was owed to you, money that you worked for, it actually coming in. This could actually even be a pay raise where you can actually experience it and it's officialized. Stable money will come in to stabilize you if there has been some worry or fear, or definitely deciding that I want to hold on to my money, which means I'm going to keep a separate banking account whether or not you like it. Okay, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is big time. This is great profit, money, gain, real opportunity to bring in a great deal of value, or to invest in something and build. So it could be that you have been thinking of actually, okay, what should I do with my money? I'm confused. I don't know which one to choose. This means that in the next at least 10 days or by the end of the week, you will find and know where you want to put your finances, where you want to put your money. Maybe you're buying a new home, or you're getting secured for a loan or a mortgage. All of that could come true and be fulfilled now, But then we have the Death card. That doesn't mean that anybody's dying. If so, it means you got an inheritance. And the inheritance is going to be basically what you are able to use to get you out of a tough situation. But what I saw when I saw this card for you guys was that there was something put on the back burner because there was a lot of other crap to deal with. And now you're finally able to move forward with it. It's like you can resurrect it. It's come back to life. There's new hope again. There's new life again, because the Death card upright is really about resurrection. Is about what's on the other side of the ending. This could have something to do with a Scorpio in your life, and we will definitely get deeper into that. Let's go to the Moon card, since we are leading up to a full moon, and I love moon cards. I love these cards. That's why we're doing it. I don't know rhyme or reason. This is one of my favorite decks. Nothing. I'll do one more pass through the deck to see for Virgo. Virgo, any moon? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. What do you need to release? So this is coming out in the past. Oh, bitch. Okay. First we have, what do you need to release? Waning moon. This is in the past. Okay. This is in the past. And then we have emotions are running high. You tried to get rid of this for a while, right? This is a couple of moons ago. This is at least last full moon, where you just had, like, it had been gaining momentum and you needed to let go of something and push it out of your system, or you thought this was over. You thought it was finished and completed. No. A fiery climax approaches. Aries energy. So whatever did not get done and was not finished, whatever emotional stuff was still residual because maybe y'all got distracted by the money. You know, you had to work on the practical things, right? You worked on the practical things, and now what's getting resurrected is this confrontation. And because it sat so long or had to wait or was put on the back burner, it's going to be pretty hot and heavy. Now, this could represent usually fiery anger, aggression. The moon is not going to, the moon is not going to be in Aries as we travel this week, but it is going to be going through Gemini, and it is going to conjunct Mars. So watch that, I believe. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I forget the date, but this coming week, the moon will conjunct Mars. When that happens, expect that something that somebody said is really going to agitate you. It's going to come up and it's going to create friction and cause a confrontation when the moon conjuncts Mars. So check that out. I forget what day it is. I don't want to take up too much of that time. I want to give you your date though. Hold on. Hold on. Moon in Cancer. Hold on. Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday that the moon conjuncts Mars. So watch out for that, because some shit that did not die or is going to resurrect itself, it wasn't ready to be dead yet, or it wasn't fully worked out. This started in the past, and it just ended on something emotional, and then practical matters had to be, addressed, in which you doubled down, you focused on that, but the emotions is back. It's back. So what's going to come of this confrontation? Oh, you ain't gonna like this. Oh, you ain't gonna like this. So we have the Magician here. The Magician is in reverse, however. So it's almost like you don't have the control you thought you had, or something that you were trying to manifest and create is disappointing. Okay, hold on. I'm going to clarify the Magician. Don't worry. We also have the Queen of Wands, and we have somebody's been thinking of somebody, or something, or another opportunity. Something or someone is attracting someone. They've been thinking about leaving. They've been thinking about going. They've been wanting to do this. They didn't feel like they had the power to do this, or somebody has been creeping. Now, the fact that the Magician is in reverse tends to mean you, the querent, is the one that has been working on the DL. And I would say go to the Scorpio video and watch, because this is definitely something that you are in the know of that has been going on and being subverted, that is somebody pondering something that's tempting them outside of what's currently going on. I don't know if it's you, I don't know if it's them, I don't want to point the finger, but it's definitely manipulative energy or tricky. It's at the very least tricky energy. Maybe the energy is just tricky because you can't get something else out of your mind. You can't get a new opportunity out of your mind. We know that you're going to have a real creative energy flowing through you this week. So it could be that you're just driven to distraction. Even though you want to focus on getting things done, you can't. And I cannot stress this enough. Don't try to talk yourself out of this creative flow. It is not a distraction. It is divine intervention and inspiration. So you're actually being irresponsible by not succumbing to it. Give yourself over to this creative energy. If something has to come through you, let it come through you. Let it use you. Don't battle it. Don't try to combat it. Just let it happen. That there is definitely somebody's gonna hurt someone before the night is through, before the week is through. Somebody's little creeping, somebody's little, misgivings or misadventures are going to be exposed. And somebody's been doing it for a while. Ding, 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 ding. I don't know. Let's get some details on the Magician. Can you please pinpoint, God, who this Magician is? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups could be a younger Cancerian, Pisces, Scorpio. Scorpio has showed up. This is somebody who is very randy-dandy and very, forward. When it comes, isn't like they're lovey-dovey. They're always offering love, offering love, offering love. They offer love, they offer love, they offer love. But in reality, they're thinking also of other things. Oh, and that's why the betrayal feels like something has been betrayed here, because it seems like up front. Okay, first of all, could this be like an asshole, like a piece of shit who is just manipulating? Of course it could be. Absolutely. Leave your comments below. Let me know what kind of person that you're dealing with. But it could also be somebody who is trying very hard to do the right thing and is kind of lying to themselves, even though they do want something else and there is another passion going on here. They're still trying to be the loving person they aspire to be. It doesn't mean that they're not still creeping, but one is definitely less malicious than the other. I don't think that's going to matter to you. There's disappointment here. Disappointment here with regards to some randy-dandy activity or to where somebody's passions really lie. And I'll tell you this right now, the confusion, I don't know if you're experiencing it or they're experiencing it, they're not really confused. They're not. They're like, oh, I need time to think. I need time to think. They already know. They just don't like the answer that they keep coming up with, and that's disappointing. Somebody is going to be disappointed by somebody else's actions or somebody else's passions and what is most important to them. And that could mean that something has to end. That it becomes very clear that we've come to the end of the road. Right? This sense of, and even maybe a sense of, I don't want my life to go the way that I had thought I wanted it to go or had been planning it to go. I don't want that anymore. I don't want the same thing. So there's very much a dynamic change here. The thing about this is because you are trying to Uranus, Mercury is trying to Uranus, I don't think you're going to have as much problem with this change as you normally would. Because in some way there's a little bit of a release here. The Ten of Swords is a completion, a finish. Something's over. It's done. There's no going back, and maybe that's the big change, is the acceptance of that. The acceptance that, I don't need this in my life, and that's not the way that my life is going to look, and I do have passions elsewhere, and I'm just not going to hate myself for that. But definitely somebody was not on the up and up or straightforward as they could have been and probably should have been. let us go to the extended and get even deeper into this tangled web we've begun to weave. Are you dealing with some sort of counselor, attorney, or just straight up Queen of Swords? This is clear thinking, a clear thinker, somebody who is there to give advice, who is objective, an objective mindset, or it could be a feminine air sign. What I'm getting here is trust your instincts and trust your intellect this week. It is going to be your most useful tool. I'll see you in the extended. I'll see you there.